Evening, my friends. Welcome back to Darkwoods Paranormal True Crime Thursdays. I am your host, Gabriel Von Graves. Now, before we step into the shadows tonight, I want to take a moment to speak, just plainly. You see, Darkwoods Paranormal has never been about only one thing. We do not simply chase ghosts. We do not only whisper of folklore. We do not stare only at the sky. What we do is carry a lantern into the places most are too afraid to go. Together, we've explored the haunted Sally House, where whispers claw at the living. We face the doppelgangers, that eerie reflection that is almost you, but not quite. We've asked if leprechauns are just tales, or perhaps something older, something more mischievous. Lingers behind the legend, and we've lifted our gaze beyond the veil of the stars of 31 Atlas. A celestial travel knocking from its path, leaving us to wonder if fate itself is being nudged. Every one of these stories has circled the same questions. What hides in the shadows? And tonight, the shadows we face is not paranormal, not myth, not ancestral. Tonight we face something far more intimate, the human mind. Tonight we tell the story of Nixium. I said that wrong. How do you pronounce that?
Nexium.
Nixium. I was so close. A
You were
group
not.
that, yeah, it's close. A group that promised transformation but delivered captivity. A man who demanded to be called Vanguard. Who believed himself a master.
Believe themselves what?
Let me do that one more time. Okay. Sorry,
No,
folks.
no, this is live. There's no two takes.
A man who demanded to be called Vanguard. Sorry. Who believed himself a master of others. This is not a story of crime. It's a story of psychology, of manipulation, of how ordinary people, intelligent, strong, capable people, can be bent until they no longer recognize themselves. So, steady yourselves. The road tonight is long, the shadows very deep. And when the lantern dims, you may find yourself asking, could this happen to me? And now, let me bring in the one who journeys beside me, the voice of reason among whispers, the balance of my darkness. Raven Knight, how are you tonight?
Thank you. I'm all right. How are you?
I am good. And we have the extinct pleasure of the one and only JD, the speaker of all, the human index, JD from Chumming with the Spirits. Sir, it's our pleasure to have you. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you so much for being here.
Back.
Yeah, welcome back, my friend. Yeah, what do you have going on in Chumming with the Spirits land?
Currently, I am sitting in New Orleans as of right now. I've done a haunted ghost pub tour, which
Oh, cool.
Great drinks, great communications, great stories. New Orleans has so many different stories, from pirates to vampires to ghosts. Just a beautiful town. I'm known as the Big Easy.
Big Easy.
The Big Easy.
I like it. Well, like always, you seem to have an encyclopedia of knowledge, and we are always absolutely blown away by everything
Can't
you know.
wait.
Have you ever heard of this true crime, Nexium?
This one I do not believe so.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that because that's impossible. You know everything.
As we talk about it, I'll let you know, because that's the problem I run into is I may know it, but I may not know it by name.
Oh, okay.
We start talking about the details of crime. I'm like, oh, okay.
Well, are we ready? Should we jump right into it?
Sounds good to me.
Once again, I got to tell you, brother, it's great to have you. As official member of Darkwoods Paranormal, you and your other brothers there at Chumming, we really do appreciate everything you've done for us, and we really do appreciate you jumping aboard and listening to this nonsense. Thank you.
You're very, very welcome. Let's all just jump in the white van and go.
There we go. There we go.
No, I want to go in the basement.
The basement.
Well, it's going to take us to the basement.
Oh, I'm in. Here we go. I'm in.
We are in. Well, here we go. So let's talk about Keith Raniere. Born 1960, Brooklyn, New York. From a younger age, praised and extraordinary, a 12-year-old who was said to be reading at a university level. By his teens, he claimed to hold one of the highest IQ scores in the world. That's pretty high. That's close to you, isn't it, JD?
Yeah.
You're kind of up there in your IQ world, right?
Sorry, I'm looking at the notes. Somebody says my mic has a bunch of feedback. You
Oh.
guys hearing that?
No, we don't hear any
Yeah.
feedback. Oh, do we?
I hear you.
Do we hear that? Oh, I guess we do. My bad. Well, I'll just continue on, my friend. So, but intelligence without empathy, it's not wisdom, it's a weapon. In the early 1990s, Raniere launched Consumers Byline, a multi-level marketing company. It promised members discounts and wealth. For a while, it flourished, but regulators saw through it. A pyramid scheme, plain and simple. By 1996, it collapsed. For most, this would have been the end. But Raniere learned something. He had seen the hunger people carry for growth, for opportunity, for transformation. And he realized if you could speak to that hunger, you could own them. That's kind of a dangerous words, don't you think? So in 1998, alongside Nancy Sasman, a nurse trained in hypnotism, that's never good, in neo-logistic programming, he created Nexium. On the surface, Nexium was a professional, polished safe. Its programs were called Executive Success Programs. Students wore colored sashes marked rank like martial arts belts. The classes were expensive, costing thousands. Celebrities attended. Hearseers of billionaire-dollar fortunes invested. And at the center of it all, Raniere demanded to be called Vanguard. Not by chance, Vanguard means the one who goes first into battle. Every time someone said it, they reinforced his throne. This was not a nickname, it was a program. Does this ring a bell at all for you, JD?
Yeah, I just realized who this is tied to.
Really? Are you comfortable? Are you comfortable going on?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, I didn't know if you knew the guy because you're the knower of alls. Okay.
No. He ensnared and had a TV actress. That's
Really?
well popular.
Well, I'm going to actually pose a question to you, JD. Do you think it's more dangerous when a cult looks like religion or when it looks like business?
Ooh, that is a good point. I would probably have to say religion.
Yeah.
Because when it looks like business, generally there's money involved.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody has a price. I get that. But when you're talking about religion, now you're preying on people's beliefs.
Right.
And that to me generally is stronger than just the monetary value.
Well, I agree with you. Raven, I'm going to pose the same question. Do you want me to reread it or did you hear the question?
I heard the question.
Okay.
That is a really good question.
Yeah.
I have to say both as well, but somebody in the comments said both, but religion because
Absolutely.
it's just you don't need to have money to have religion. Like business, you have to have.
Now, to be fair, I would think that a business style cult could get more followers because everybody has an entry level limit versus when you're talking about a religious base, you probably can't get as many. But that'd be interesting to look into.
Well, if we're talking about a business cult, one could quite easily kind of connect the lines, I think, to social media, Facebook, X, right? I mean, that could be a business cult as well. Amazon. I mean, I ordered almost every other day at 3:00 in the morning. Worthless stuff, of course, but it happens. So I mean, I would think for me, religion would be more dangerous because it's faith based. It's something that's very personal. Money, even though it has a huge value, at the end of the day, can be re-earned. It's not personal. Religious to me is because it's your belief system, and what you believe in is kind of a cornerstone of who you are, I think. So to understand NXIVM, we must understand dark psychology. Dark psychology is the predator's playbook, the study of how people manipulate and control others for personal gain. Its weapons, gaslighting, convincing you that your reality is false. Love bombing. Do you know what love bombing is, Raven?
I know all about it.
Okay. It's flooding you with affection, then starving you of it. I'm assuming as a female, and do you mind if I refer to you as a female? Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
Yeah.
I'm assuming, and me never being a female, and I'm not a bar guy, so, I'm assuming you have spent time in the bar. Have you ever seen people trying to use love bombing when it's tied to like a bar scene?
I mean, it's anywhere. You can do love bombing anywhere. It doesn't have to be in a bar scene. And it can be anyone who does love bombing.
So JD, as a young lad, because I'm assuming you haven't always been 25, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Have you ever used dark psychology when it comes to love bombing when you were a young man?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. All right. Good answer. And also, there's isolation, cutting you off until only the manipulator remains. Pain reframed as growth, branding as empowerment, obedience as freedom. But it begins not with cruelty, but with charm, with kindness, with the whisper, "I understand you." And dark psychology doesn't live only in cults. It thrives in business, in relationships, even the quiet corners of daily life. So within NXIVM was DOS, DOS. Do you know what that standard for?
That one, I don't know what that one was for.
It's a secret sorority. Its name is in Latin, and I'm going to screw this up, but I'm trying my best. Dominus Aquisius Sororium. That translates to master over slaved women. So this is going to get pretty dark. Women were told it was empowerment, a sisterhood. But entry required collaboration, nude photos, secrets, confessions that could ruin lives. So this dude was a dark guy. Once inside, obedience was demanded. Diets of 500 calories, ready 24/7 for orders, in branding ceremonies. Now, you told me about branding, did you not, Raven?
I did tell you about
All right.
branding.
What can you tell me about it?
I wanted to ask you about actually what your brand would be if you were a cult leader.
That's a
brand
good
would you have
question,
people
Raven.
get?
If I was a cult leader, my branding, I would say it was probably something nautical because I love boats. Maybe
Oh, no.
a cow's head, maybe longhorns.
I have a
What?
boat. Oh, no.
Well, you're in my cult. I mean, of course you have a boat.
There it is.
JD, I'm going to ask you the same question. Let's say you are a cult leader, right?
Mhm.
So you're an intelligent guy. Everybody wants to be you. Everybody wants to be around you. What would your branding be that would be a requirement?
Probably, what would JD do? The WWJD somewhere.
I like it. I like it. Well, for this sick individual, it was not empowerment. It was for ownership. Raven, what do you think is more horrifying? The branding itself, or that some women believed it was actually a gift?
I think the branding is. I think he probably was really good at convincing them that they were special, important, and that's what they do. So,
Does it say where he got the inspiration for all that?
Do you remember the story?
There's the story of O.
Well,
So-
why don't you tell us?
So there's a book about it, but they made I think it was a NC-17 rated movie,
Okay.
but it was talking about higher up level people with money that were convincing women, younger women, to be part of the group, and their higher level they would get branded. And once they were branded, they were used to attract more females into the group. So
Okay.
but it's called The Story of O. Very risque. Came out in the late 60s or 70s.
Okay.
But there was a lot. That was probably the first big one about BDSM and branding and all that.
It's very interesting, my friend. So, Nixium was not the first. Now, this just by reading this a little bit, this seems a lot like Epstein stuff, except without the branding. You know, power, money. I'm just saying.
How do you not know there was branding?
Was there branding?
Don't know until the list gets released.
That's true. That's
is a
true.
very good point. Very good point.
So Nixium was not the first. Jamestown, 1978, over 900 dead after Jim Jones ordered mass suicide. Heaven's Gate, I remember that one. 1997, only 39 members, which is still 39 individuals, convinced they would ride a comet to salvation. I remember that one. You guys remember that one as well?
Got to drink
yeah.
Kool-Aid.
Yep. I don't remember Jamestown, but I remember hearing it. But I do definitely remember Heaven's Gate. And then,
Oh, Jamestown, that's where the Kool-Aid came from.
yes, it did. And then,
Mhm.
what happened in 1969? Charles Manson. Followers who killed because of whispers, prophecy. That was he's still alive. Did he die? Is he still alive? He died.
He
He
passed
died.
away finally.
He died. Yeah.
He died like a couple years ago.
Children of God. Do you guys know what that one is? Sexual explanation refrained as religion. Scientology. Oh, that's gonna upset. Is that gonna get us canceled? Is that gonna get us canceled? Do I have to leave that alone?
I think I need to leave. Just
Oh, and we're canceled.
A cult of contracts, secrets, and financial ruin. That's what it came up with. Each follows the same blueprint: isolation, obedience, refrained pain, was simply the modern mask, right? Raven, so do you think cults are easier to spot today, or are they simply better at hiding in plain sight?
Oh, they're better at hiding.
You think so? You think they learn they learn from mistakes?
Well, yeah, and I think it's easier to hide it because everything is more online now. It's not out in the open, right? So you could have your whole group. You
absolutely.
could probably start a cult right now, Gabriel.
Do you want to start a cult?
Yeah.
a paranormal cult.
Right, right.
That actually might be a thing.
So, Do you want to know more about Keith Raniere?
You're going to go
Yes.
into
I'm going to go into details about him.
Yep.
We're going deep diving? Okay.
You're going to go deep diving. All right.
Deep diving.
So Raniere saw something in failure. He saw that people craved hope. They wanted transformation, belonging, success. And if he could not speak to that hunger, he could own them. So in 1999, along Nancy Susan, this is a little bit, a nurse trained in hypnotism, Raniere created Nixium, a self-improvement company, a series of executive success programs designed so it claimed to unlock hidden potential. Classes
like
cost thousands. Go ahead.
I was going to say it's like a marketing.
Absolutely.
LLC.
Well, absolutely. Classes cost thousands. Students wear colored sashes and marked progress like martial art bells. So we just got into that. Celebrities claimed heresy invested at the top. Raniere demanded to be called Van Geer. That's very important. Not by accident. Some of this is repeating. So let's get back into dark side psychology, right? Because he started as a business, right? In business, dark psychology dresses in silk ties. It appears in corporates that glorify burnout as passion. It scams the self-opportunity but delivered chains. Revere's consumers buyers was just like that, a corporate cult. Nixium was its rebirth, now wrapped in self-help language. Every failure was reframed as your fault, not the system's, always yours. Makes sense, doesn't it? So, in relationships, dark psychology becomes intimacy turned into captivity. The narcissist who floods their partner with affection then starves them of it. We hear a lot about that in like divorce cases, stuff like that, right? So let's get into the abuser when it comes to dark psychology. The abuser who convinces their victim that bruises are their fault. The jealousy's partner who refrains control as proof of love. This is trauma bonding. The cycle of abuse and reward that chains heartstrongs. That kind of chains the hearts stronger than steel, right? So picture this. You're sitting at a bar, a stranger leans closer. They tell you how no one has ever understood them like you. They compliment you. They confide in you. That overwhelms you. This is the future. This is called the future faking and love bombing. A false intimacy meant to disarm you. So what I'm talking about here is different stages of dark psychology. This is tricks that he used when he would try to gain members. So he would find a member, compliment him, would sit there and then disclose something personal. Of course, it's not real, just to get their trust. And that's how he would get membership. That's kind of sick, you think? Don't you think?
So he's preying on their self-confidence.
That's true. Now, Raven, if someone tries this in a bar, how do you tell the difference between genuine interest and manipulation? And do you think women are conditioned to accept it as normal? Think of Epstein. I mean, you had to have some kind of control over a human being to manipulate them to be able to do these acts, right? So do you think in a bar, women have been conditioned to recognize this?
I was gonna say like maybe not before. It's very out in the open now though. It's something that people realize happens now more than before. So maybe it's harder to join a cult. Not necessarily. And you can see why women are usually the victims of these kinds of things. Because that is usually what it is. Love bombing. They're coming in and they're making them feel special. This is not an unusual tactic. This is a very, very popular tactic.
Do you think this is just used on women, though? I think men could be easily love bombed as well.
Oh, sure. But I think that women are probably more likely going to be the ones getting love bombed. Because yes, they do play to their feelings, and their women are more feeling. I don't want to say that men don't have feelings, but women, we do love hearing how great we are. I don't want to say it that way, but
Well, and do you think women are conditioned to accept this as normal? People coming into them, fluttering them with compliments. Do you think women are conditioned to accept that as normal?
I wouldn't say that. No, I think most of the women that are used in this way have some sort of trauma that they. And this was in the chat as well, and I 100% agree with that. There's some sort of trauma, some sort of self-esteem issues, and that's why they are the victims, because they have the lower self-esteem. So somebody comes in and tells them how great they are and how beautiful they are and how wonderful they are. Of course, they probably never heard this before. They're going to eat that up.
Right. Well, JD, as a good-looking male, if someone tries this in a bar, how do you tell the difference between genuine interest and manipulation?
That's an interesting question. I guess if they start asking about my bank account, they're probably not genuine.
Well, that's very interesting. Do you think in today's society with social
What's your
media,
bank account like?
do you think men are conditioned to think that's normal? Woman comes up to you, starts talking to you. She goes, "Well, do you have a good job? Do you have a bank account?" I think men are actually conditioned to be able to answer those questions.
They are. It is more open now.
It is.
Yeah. So I do want to make a minor distinction.
Yeah.
To the audience. We're talking about cults, and
We are.
not people trafficking. Reason being is one, use drugs and kidnapping people. Most of cults are using persuasion and getting consent. So there's more to it. For a guy, I think guys are kind of conditioned, the sugar daddy. You have to provide something. When it comes to women, I think they're looking for that feeling, that reaffirmation. So there's two different tactics depending on. But I think you can play to a guy to get him into a cult, especially from a business standpoint, by playing to his strengths and you're a really good leader. We have this going on. We do self-motivational speaking. You'd be a great person to come in, and depending on how you're trying to get them to come in and what you want them to do. Eventually, I think they're blackmailing almost everybody, and once that happens, then you're kind of in a trap.
I see the difference, but at the same time, I think they use the same tactics. A cult and human trafficking. They try to get your attention, right? They try to get your trust. So I think a lot of it is kind of the same.
At the very beginning, yes, one takes longer than the other.
It does. It's true.
And one's harder to prove.
That's true. So this is future faking and love bombing, a false intimacy meant to disarm you, and the endless compliments that come first and hot, until silence follows, and you find yourself chasing the warmth of their approval. So they flatter you with compliments, and then they take it away, right? And that's how he was able to gain his members when it comes to the female. This was a sexual cult. So we return to NXIVM. We see it clearly. Future faking to recruit, love bombing to hook, gaslighting to erase doubts, isolation to sever ties, branding pain as empowerment. NXIVM was not an accident. It was the weaponization of dark psychology.
For me.
You okay?
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're good, brother. So within NXIVM lies DOS, the secret circle. Named in Latin, what I just tried to pronounce, master over slaved women. Entry required, as we talked about, nude photos, secrets, documents, enough to destroy you. So he was trying to, when he got you in, he would blackmail you. You leave, I will show these, right?
Yep.
In branding ceremonies, a cauterizing pen pressed into the flesh, edging Rene's initials. Did you know that? He actually had his initials. That was his branding symbol. Did you already know that, JD?
Yeah.
Okay. And some believed it was a gift that this empowered the psychological chains. NXIVM is a name in a long line. Jamestown, which you talked about, Heaven's Gate, different faces, different times, but always the same script. Obedience, pain, reframed, and purpose. NXIVM wasn't simply the modern mask. In 2018, the mask cracked. I don't actually remember hearing about this in 2018 until I was researching this. So in 2018, the mask cracked. Raniere fled to Mexico, arrested. In 2019, the trial began. So he obviously got arrested in Mexico. He fled. Victims testified. Collateral revealed, courts revealed that branding ceremonies described as we just described was a typical thing. The jury found him guilty: racketeering, sex trafficking, forced labor. Allison's mask, actresses flowered recruiters, and sentenced to 3 years. So he was actually sentenced for 3 years, and along with Allison Mask. So we ask, was Keith Raniere's, did he believe himself a savior, or was he always just a predator using genius as a bait? So he was a very, very intelligent guy, and then he would manipulate people for their money, for sexual favors, to belong to a cult, for you to feel better about yourself. So do you think another NXIVM could rise again, online in self-help seminars, in powers of employment? And the most chilling question is, how many right now are already caught in such a web, not knowing they are endangered, kind of? So I'm going to ask you a question there, Raven. Do you think this can happen anymore in today's society?
Oh yeah.
Why?
Hands down. I think it's already happening. I think people are probably already doing it. And I think that the more that we, like when something like this comes up, I mean, that brings attention to it. But at the same time, like somebody's going to say, oh, that's a really good idea. Start a cult tomorrow. I might start a cult tomorrow, actually.
So you think this could really happen in today's society with social media? Do you think?
I think it's happening. And I think that people, so the thing about people that are being love bombed or that are in narcissistic relationships, they don't know necessarily they're in a narcissistic relationship. It's not something that's obvious to them until like one day it just finally clicks and there's like a light bulb and they're like, oh, wait a minute, this is what's going on.
Right.
Well, you also get into this
really good
Stockholm syndrome.
Right.
Yeah. Stockholm syndrome, JD. Yeah. But it's
John just said there's a bad echo.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. For having some technical difficulties.
Some weird echoing going on back in here. I know.
You want to turn your speakers down for a little bit, Raven?
Yeah, and it still doesn't help me on my end.
That's really weird.
Oh, that's too bad. So what do you know about the story that we didn't already talk about, JD?
So this story, I know it from the actress Mack.
Allison Mack.
Yeah, from Smallville.
Yep.
She was a high lieutenant and was arrested, but the whistleblower was Sarah Edmonds, I believe. She was also another Canadian actress, voice actress. I'm not sure how. I think she went and became a whistleblower. But there's also a tie to Seagram's heiress who was funding everything. But like Mac got like 3 years or something.
Yeah.
And she's actually out now. But it was kind of shocking because she played this wholesome Chloe character on Smallville. And
So
I
do you think
that's
men were
helped.
used for sexual favors as well? Or do you think it was just solely for the females?
I don't know because they didn't talk about the men. They talked about the
They didn't.
high-ranking women and
Right.
Rainier, but that's really rare that you wouldn't have other men in the cult. And I get Rainier being he doesn't like men and that, but you have to entice multiple people. So I'm wondering, as we talk about, I wonder how much was actually covered up. Because they don't really talk about how many.
It
They just
doesn't
talked
say.
about yeah.
Yeah.
But
So there's actually very little information about it, But I thought it was interesting because to me, when I was reading this case, it really brought me back to Epstein because he powerful,
blackmailing.
blackmailing. He kept a log of everybody that visited his island.
Well, it was a flight log. It makes it kind of easy that way.
Yeah. And he was brilliant. And this being True Crime Thursdays, he mysteriously committed suicide.
No, there's a lot of tinfoil hats on that because some people don't think he was actually in charge because he didn't come for money.
Right.
A lot of people believe it's Max Lane.
The female, yeah.
That was because she actually was a generational wealth. Her family's super rich.
Mm-hmm.
That's but these types of cults.
It was
at this
Maxwell.
level-
What was it? Was it Waters? What was that the last name or Maxine? Maxine.
Yeah, we'll have to
Yeah.
Google that.
Grizz or Giz.
Gizling or something like that.
Starts
But
with a G.
But when you're talking about cults, there's rumors about that from the Illuminati in Hollywood. All the stuff that was supposedly alleged against P. Diddy. The movie's Eyes Wide Shut was supposedly based off of stuff that was going on in Hollywood, I think in the 60s and 70s. So, I mean, this stuff's going around still. Is it a secret society? Is it a club? Is it a cult? What's the difference? Yeah.
So, what do you think he was offering that women would actually let them brand their skin? What was it? Do you think he was offering? Do you think it was acceptance? Do you think that's what it was?
That they now were owned and cherished by, and it was such a unique thing. It's cheaper than a diamond. But he was playing on people's
insecurities.
Insecurities and that. I mean, and you bring them in because you're self-helping, and you tell them how good they're doing, and you build them up, and then you're slipping a little. It's not a big deal, and then and eventually they want to get back in your good graces and all that. So it's and I think it happens more often than not. I don't think that type of toy, works on guys as much. I'm not saying it wouldn't. But I think for entrapping guys and that's where you get women doing that to men to get them to come in and use them for their wealth and their connections, and you blackmail them. I mean, because that's what technically Epstein was doing. He supposedly had tapes on everybody that did anything illegal or questionable with people. And he was using that to get favors. It wasn't always money, but we're talking a guy that barely had any money, ended up with his own island, multiple buildings. What was weird about him was he was even convicted as
a couple
sexual
times.
predator.
Yeah.
Before the very big list that came out. This one, like I said, we talked about, they only really named like 4 females and Rainier. That's really weird.
That's kind of odd, isn't it? For a
Yeah,
cult? Yeah.
because it caught people's eye because Nexium was up and coming for self promotion. The business side, people were talking about it, and it had a lot of money behind it from the what was the heiress from Seagram's Leaper. So it just, I think it easily could happen again.
So how do you think he was able to make the leap from self-help to sexual slave? How does that happen?
I think he had help. I think the Seagram's lady liked him, probably wanted to make him happy, and had connections. Has the money, and then I think it probably was a control issue.
Sure.
But everybody has different likes and whatever, so it's hard to say what the motivation was. They nailed him on like racketeering,
Tax evasion, yeah.
and tax evasion, not actually. There's multiple crimes. I guess extortion and pyramid schemes of sex slave. That's not human trafficking, though.
No.
So it's kind of weird how they did it. Now he got convicted for 120 years in prison.
Yeah, he's never going to see fresh air.
He must not have had too many people really well known. Otherwise, he would have.
Well, if you're really, really well connected, you end up with an Epstein.
Yeah.
You end up with too many high-powered people that don't want
And maybe
to
they
speak.
caught it before it got too big.
Maybe. So, Raven, what do you think? How do you go from self-help to sexual slave?
Asking the right questions.
I don't know. I've never done that.
Thank you for admitting that. That's great. That's
That's a really good question. I think it is really like what, I think what it is you're just coming in there and you're promising people things. You're promising this, and then you're saying what we'll do for you, and then you're like, I can get more out of this.
So do you think it was about the sex, or do you think it was about the control?
It's the control. It's not about the sex.
Yeah. Sex was what was just the object. Control was the emotion.
Or was sex just used for the blackmailing?
Oh,
It could have been. I mean, there were
P. Diddy of it all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, photos and stuff. Yeah.
What is going on with the
Allegedly.
P. Diddy trial? I haven't heard for a while.
He got exonerated for most of the charges, I believe.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Did he get any time at all?
I think he's out. You would have to,
Really?
have to look at it. I think it's
Some money buys
Yeah.
your freedom. I love that.
get you something.
Yeah, it
A lot. It gets you a lot of baby oil.
I've seen the memes of the baby oil and the apes. It's great.
And if they didn't find him guilty of anything, he was just having some wild parties.
Right.
You know,
So, what are some other cults that you guys can think of in today's society?
major and minor
In
Yeah.
today's society?
Yeah.
NFL teams,
Absolutely.
football league, or soccer in the UK. Well, actually, most of the world.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's minor things about that, and clubs.
I was just reading the comments from a brother from KC. I don't think he liked your sports comment. It's cool.
It's too close to home.
Yeah. I don't want to comment that on all. What other cults can you think of, Raven, that are going?
I don't
on
want to
in
get
society?
canceled.
No, it's cool. We've already been
I don't wanna
canceled.
get
It's
canceled.
fine.
I think, what I think? I think there are a lot of jobs I won't say any of them, but I think there's a lot of jobs that come in and that's what they do. I mean, that's what they do. They say we're a family, whatever it is, and they
WX and Z. What?
So are you saying like the C-suite, the board members, the fraternities?
Oh, I
might
think
all be
so.
linked?
I think
Yes.
so.
Ooh, the skull,
Fraternities.
what was it, Skull and Bones
Well,
Society?
do you guys remember back in the day, people were complaining about Walmart before Walmart was so huge? It was kind of a cult living, you know? You had to own, you were owned by Walmart is what a lot of the employers said. Do you remember that?
I'm surprised you didn't come in and just say,
What? Say it. Get us canceled. It's fine.
no.
We can edit it out. We own this material. It's fine.
It's not like it's live or anything.
No, it's not like we have 300 and some odd listeners. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Say it, Raven.
You're owned by Walmart. No. I think there's a lot of jobs that do that though. Like honestly.
Oh, absolutely.
That's what they do. They come in and
Are you saying Chick-fil-A?
I love Chick-fil-A.
You got to buy a jacket.
Chick-fil-A. Never.
You have to buy a jacket?
If you work there, it's really weird the way they're structured.
Do tell. I've never heard such stories about
Oh,
Chick-fil-A.
Just
I don't eat out a lot. I just don't.
just go on TikTok and search for Chick-fil-A apparel. It's weird. I mean, most places, but they're very strict on what you can wear when you get hired, how you talk to people, and I get it because they're representing your company, but there gets a fine line.
Right.
Podcasting. Make people wear the same shirt, talk a certain way.
Wear a hat. Wear glasses. Podcasting.
What?
Yeah, but at the same time, so like if we're really talking about cults today, don't you think companies, when it comes to dark psychology, have a right? You're representing the company. This is how we want our brand to look like. What's wrong with that? McDonald's, you have to wear a uniform. You all have to look the
MLMs.
same.
Good
Yeah,
one, Kelly. Good one.
I think most of them, there's a fine line to how far they can go. I mean, like, look at Ford.
That's a good one, Kelly.
He literally had houses on his plant area. He had people living there, but they couldn't drink, they couldn't cuss, but they were being paid extraordinarily well. So there's some weird. I mean, there's fine line, like how far does a company can they go before they're crossing the line?
I'm already in like 10 of them. It's fine.
Well, I mean, so one of my favorite memes, and he's not that popular, but he's so Corey Feldman, right?
Oh,
He had
Who got kicked off of Dancing with the Stars? Did you hear?
I heard that, but he had that thing a while back about Corey's Angels. That was kind of a cult. You had to look a certain way, you had to eat a certain way, and
Charlie Sheen.
But if Corey went to town, for the humor factor, would love to buy a ticket just because.
Oh, I'm buying you one.
Just because you look at this guy and you're like, how absolutely ridiculous! I love it, and I think that's the stick. I love it.
Technically, those would be groupies.
Groupies, okay.
If you're a rock star or a band, they generally called them groupies, people that followed them around. Unless you're like Deadheads, which were for the Grateful Dead people. So I think there's variations, but yeah, I think when it becomes a cult when the leader is telling people to go do things that are illegal, right? I mean, because like Waco.
Yeah, Waco, Texas.
Yeah, that was a huge thing. That was really if you ever rabbit hole that one, we may actually do one on that. I have to hit Parachum up because he was a horrible sick man.
Yeah, it was.
But what was done to that whole area and the way they did it was pretty wild. But it was a cult.
Well, people can say religion is a cult. You know,
No.
I mean kind
Ideology.
of. Absolutely.
Can be a cult.
Absolutely.
Because I mean, that's all religion is an ideology of
Belief.
beliefs. Or,
Right? Politics,
So-
that could be a religion. I remember
I wasn't gonna say
when they
anything. I was over
decided
here.
to light up Minneapolis, right? I mean, even though they were paid, you know, it could be considered a cult. Canceled there.
I mean,
by the
why
way,
would
Ray,
you
in
not
case you're
do it
wondering.
if you're, I mean, what if you're in a cult? Why wouldn't you want to get paid?
Absolutely. Hey, listen, tax-free money, cash, sign me up.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Nonprofit organizations.
Oh,
I got stories of those in Jacksonville.
do tell.
So I used to do copy repair for a little while.
Did you say
I-
copier repair or
Yep.
like
Copier,
like
like
copy
the- like-
machines?
Copy machines. Right
Okay.
when they started doing laser printing was
Yeah.
very new.
Right.
And one of the issues people ran into was the older guys that worked on copier machines were very mechanical driven.
Right.
The laser and networking was all brand new. So most of the guys, most of the technicians didn't understand how you do an IP address or how do you set it up on a network. So I hopped in and that's what I used to do. So there used to be a ton of nonprofit companies that would need printers or a copier, and we're talking these are $20,000 to $50,000 to $100,000 copier machines. These are not.
Right.
These are like 1,000 pages a minute. Yep. But I'd pull up, and it'd be like Cure for the Cause. I'm just it wasn't Cure for the Cause, but it was kind of like a leukemia
Right.
nonprofit. I'd pull in, and I'm looking around at the cars, and like the cheapest car in the parking lot is a BMW. And I'd walk in, and there's like 16 people in the office. There's this, $80,000 printer on the network that I'm cleaning, fixing. And I
Right.
talked to a few of them, and what it was, since they're a nonprofit, they couldn't show any profit. Well, the extra went to everybody in there. Even the secretary was making $100 and some $1,000. And as long as they did, I think it was 2 or 5% of total revenue went to the charity. It's still going on today. But yeah, which to me that would be a cult.
Right.
You're in a nonprofit, and then you find out that everybody's getting the money, but it's not really going to what the.
Well, I mean, if we're talking about this, we can talk about the pink ribbon as well. If you know what I mean, a lot of that goes into marketing. You know, so I mean, beautiful cause, but
Yes, great
You
idea.
know,
Just gets
yeah.
warped.
yeah, so that could definitely be a cult as well.
So
What other
you're
cults
gonna-
can you think of?
What are you going to name your cult?
Mine, Red Eye Bandits. I don't know. I wouldn't want to. I
The
wouldn't want a
Gabbers?
cult. I don't want people. See, I like people with different opinions because you get to see different versions, right? If everybody believed what I believed, it'd be devastating. I don't want people to believe what I believe. I'm not even quite sure I believe what I believe. You know, I mean,
Well, first of all,
tomorrow might be different.
you don't even
Pharmaceutical and
believe
insurance.
Bigfoot is real.
Oh God,
So-
insurance and pharmaceutical. Yeah.
That's a really good point. I didn't think about that.
No, that was good. Who said that?
That's Mistress Zero.
Oh, that's a good one.
Peyton's grandma. You wanna-
Oh,
Oh, that's Patsy.
Hey Peyton, how you doing?
Right?
Patsy. No, that's a good point. And it,
Yeah, that is. I mean, how many times? So I'm not a pill popper guy, right? I go to the doctor and I'm a little bit of pain. He always wants to send me home with some medicine. I
only
always say no.
injections. I get it.
Yeah. If I thought there was no problems with that in the future, I would be getting the objections. Lose the belly fat, I'm with it. But every time I go to the doctor, he wants to give me pills. I'm not a pill guy, but I can definitely see pharmaceutical being a cult.
Oh, it is.
I mean, look at what President Trump just laid out. What was it at the beginning of the week or was it last week about the ingredients in Tylenol and autism? And I remember I don't know how many times that I'd go to the doctor and all they pass out is Tylenol, unless Tylenol wants to advertise with us. Tylenol's the best thing in the world. So there we go.
Well, Tylenol just came out and stated that they've never recommended their product for anybody that's pregnant.
No, you're not supposed to take Tylenol when you're pregnant. It's ibuprofen.
Yeah.
Well, and you can OD on Tylenol.
Oh, absolutely can.
Yeah, you can OD on all that.
And none of us are professionals. I just want to make that
No.
clear.
You can OD on Midol.
Right.
Now it makes me wonder how much children Tylenol would you have to eat?
How many
Before
gummy
it's-
bears can you take before you block out?
OD
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like that with the guy that died from eating like 150 chicken nuggets, so 149 is the limit.
There's some guy that died from eating. Why would you want to take the? So I don't eat McDonald's unless McDonald's wants to advertise with us. You're the best one in the world. But McDonald's, I haven't eaten McDonald's in years. I couldn't even imagine what
Well,
kind of
You
problems
can
I
die
would have in the
from
bathroom with that
drinking
thing.
too much water. If you
Oh,
go so many
absolutely.
gallons,
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
too much of a good thing.
How the hell
Turns
did we
into a
get here
cult.
from sexual cults? I love it.
Just cults in general.
Yes, the cults in general. That's right. I love it.
Why couldn't you have a cult about intellectuals? Oh, it's called a podcast.
Hey, but that is a true thing, though. You do have to have either a certain amount of craziness and expendable income. You could say,
Speaking of
listen,
which,
listen, I
Why do I
have
work
money
so
that I
hard?
don't care
Because I have a
about, and
podcast.
I want to
Yeah.
be broke. Let's do a podcast.
and if you like what we're talking about, please sponsor the
Yeah.
show. We'll take
Yes,
any
please.
denomination.
Right? We'll even take packs of gum. It's fine. You know?
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
He would.
No,
A lot.
tattoos and branding are not out of the question.
They really
I
aren't.
do have
You're-
tattoos. Wait.
I would do branding.
Not
Somebody
in a
offered me
cult.
like I like sour candy. Somebody offered me like some sour nerds or something. I'd be like, yeah, brand it up. You know what I mean?
Tattoos and also haunted things in basements. I'm in. So
We've done that. Not the tattoos, but the haunted things in basement. Absolutely
There
have
we
done
go.
that. We could crap about that all the time.
Yeah,
So,
JD.
brother, I apologize. We just lowered your IQ. Just so you know.
It's all good. It's a good true crimes. I mean, he was just convicted in 2020.
He
So
was.
not that long ago.
Where's he doing time in?
That I couldn't find out. I was kind of looking that up. Probably on an island.
Epstein's Island. He just bought it. He's like, listen, I'll just stay there. You know.
Oh,
And you shouldn't joke about
So-
that. All those poor women. God bless them.
yes.
How do you recover
Horrible.
from something like that? You know?
So you
What kind of
Lots
evil
therapy.
takes a human being
Lots of-
and actually does that? You know?
Oh, more than you think.
It's got to be hot where he is. You know what I'm saying?
You want to talk about cults and tinfoil hats? Look
Yeah,
up
absolutely.
Epstein's Island on Google Earth or any image of the actual island.
Okay.
And look up the Nickelodeon logo from the 1990s.
I saw that as a TikTok. I actually saw that.
That's a little creepy.
Yeah. I remember Nickelodeon, unless you guys want to advertise with us, Nickelodeon is the best thing ever. But I remember Nickelodeon when they had the whole mermaid problems with their packaging. They had a images that were unacceptable for children. Or was that a Mandela effect?
I thought there was
No,
no, Disney did too.
Yeah.
That was in
Yeah.
movies. In the movies.
there used to be subliminal messages in a lot of the animations.
Mhm.
The artists were slipping stuff in.
I remember Bugs
Yeah.
Bunny.
Ooh, is being a Disney adult a cult?
Yeah.
Oh,
I would
good
say.
question.
Because if
I-
you do wrong, they kick you out of that group.
They do. That is a very good question. Yes.
So who's going
Right.
undercover to find that one out?
I will be there tomorrow.
Okay.
I am going to be the Little Mermaid. Thank you.
I've listened to true crime. I love this for you, Gabriel. What?
What?
You pull off red, okay? I mean, why not?
Just don't forget the pockets.
No, absolutely. Oh, God bless it. I love
I've
you, man.
listened to some I mean, you did talk about podcasts being a cult, but I have listened to some podcasts where their followers actually started to sound like they were a cult because
Well,
they were so
especially
obsessed.
now with the social media and the outreach, like there are large podcasts that if you say
Say
something
anything.
wrong, yeah, they will come after you
And
and
no
shut
matter what
down
the
anything.
hosts do, no
Yeah.
matter what the hosts do, like they're just like supportive of them. And I'm like, no, I can't get behind that. I can't.
Unless
Well-
unless they want to sponsor with you, and then
Oh, actually, yeah. I mean, if they,
Or absolutely, if you guys want to sponsor us,
anytime.
we are for sale.
Speak for yourself, Gabriel.
I'm sorry, I
Okay.
am for
No,
sale.
that's
How about that?
No, actually, I am too.
everybody's got a number, I think, at some point.
So, Raven and I played this game once. We started with 5 million. We ended up me being $5.
Cannot believe you're telling that story.
It all depends. It all depends how desperate you are. I was thirsty. That's what it was.
I was thirsty. That's your next T-shirt. $5, and I'm a member of your cult.
$5 and a McDonald's cheeseburger. You got me for
Yeah,
life.
10-piece chicken nuggets. I'm in.
Oh man, I love it. How about those people like at TGA Fridays wear all those buttons? That could be a
The
cult.
flare.
Yes,
The
the flare.
I mean, excuse me, where's your flair?
Yeah.
Office
Why do you
Space, I
only
love
have
that movie.
36 pieces of flare?
Well, that's what you have to wear. So you're okay with
Their
just being the
required
minimum?
amount is you are not wearing a flare. I love that movie.
Oh, it's so
Did-
wrong.
did-
I absolutely love it. Well, I think this is a good place to sign off. I want to apologize to everybody.
For which part?
All of it.
All of the cancellations and hate
Oh.
mail for the terrible echo through the entire episode.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
we're going to need to talk about upgrading some people's equipment
Yeah,
and their
we,
computers.
It's
we would be
Gabriel.
happy to take donations for Raven Knight's
It's
new
Gabriel.
computer system.
My theory
Would
is
you
it's
like
Gabriel.
to sponsor Raven's microphones and speakers? Please make sure they're Apple compliant.
Oh, we should contact Apple.
Tim
See,
Cook,
listen,
are you listening
You guys
now?
are the only big people that are not at cults. We love Apple. We love Apple.
Wait a
Yes.
minute. Wait a minute. Are you sure they're not?
I don't know.
Yes,
I mean,
I'm
of course they
positive
are.
or not. Because
Yeah.
the AirPod
You're like-
Maxes I'm wearing are not, or the iPad I'm using, or my Apple Watch, or my iPhone, or the iMac I'm looking at. No.
Are the
we
Apple
would-
tattoo I had branded on my back?
Yeah. So if you'd like to sponsor us,
We are.
Coming with the
yes,
Spirits or Darkwood Paranormal,
absolutely. Please contact us. We'll take whatever we can. Thank you.
I mean,
Again,
we're
everybody has a price.
99% recording. Yeah, we use 99% Apple devices to record our podcast. Just
We use almost 100% Apple to record our podcast.
And
So
why is that?
because Apple makes the best product. All hell.
it just
Apple.
works, unless Raven has it.
Right.
It's not me. I will put $20 on this. This is Gabriel. Gabriel is the cause of the echo. I'm going to put $20 on it now.
I do have to make a disclaimer though, real quick. If Bill Gates is listening, listen, Microsoft. Microsoft is king. We don't want your products. Just send us some money. Sorry about that, Bill Gates.
So Raven's saying $20. It's Gabriel's microphone setup.
That's what I'm
It
saying.
is not. Listen, all I
$20.
have. This is all Apple.
JD's in.
Apple's
JD's
superior.
in on this bet. We're gonna
Well,
get
I'm not
us
on
a
in
bet.
on the bed. I'm gonna
Listen.
hold the money.
He's in on the bet.
Listen, it is not anything I have. Everything I have is top of the line because I like to
And
waste
we need
money.
a handshake.
A
It's
handshake.
not that. It's just
Okay.
to them.
My stuff is great. So when you're popping off to take your restroom break before we started, JD and I were, we were talking great. We had no issues. You pop in, issues.
Well,
Yeah.
that's usually the case.
Well, and
It is.
and video stuff too.
There's somebody with a very sick sense of humor is even entertaining anything to do with Samsung. No, oh God, no. I'm
Highway,
sorry.
or
Yeah.
what was that with them? That's,
Anything
same.
Android, we are not interested unless you want to sponsor us, and Android's the best. You know. Well, are we all called it out? You think at this point? Have we
No, I'm
completely-
training one. Oh, I'm starting one tomorrow, actually. I'm gonna
What
start
what is the
one.
name of
What's
your
going to
coach?
be the name? Because you got to have a catchy name.
Yeah, you do.
Are you doing tattoos or branding or both?
Branding?
Have you seen the cold branding that they have on Reels?
Mhm.
I think that would hurt less than the hot branding. I don't know. Branding's branding, I guess, at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's what happened.
I mean, would you rather
like-
be burnt or frozen? I don't know.
Oh,
Well, it
I-
feels
I'm
the
gonna go
same.
with
Your
zero.
body can't. It feels the same because your body can't tell the difference between that extreme cold versus extreme hot. It still blisters either way.
So if any of our audience would like to see one of us branded, please leave a comment.
Don't leave a comment. Give us, I mean, show us your support.
Yeah.
Right?
So what's the limit? Like how big of
Gabriel,
a
get
brand
branded.
for $5 versus
I'm going about
$20?
for $5. We're going about the size of a dollar bill. For $20, we will
Holy
go
cow!
the
I
size
would
of
pay
a
for
horse's
that.
heart. Yeah.
He doesn't have any idea how much it's going to hurt.
I was like,
Don't
Wow.
I don't have any tattoos. I'm not.
I
I'm not
thought
good.
like
We're not
you're
talking-
gonna say
we're
like a
just talking
cigarette
about
lighter for $20. Or
Oh, should I
something
start
like
it smaller? My bad. For $5, it's like the size of a dime. I'm sorry about
Yeah.
that. I just and we all have prices, right? I mean, I got bills, so
Yeah.
I was like, whatever.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
fair.
I want to thank you for joining us, and I do apologize because whatever reputation you had was just diminished from listening to us today. So apologize for that.
Just
Thank
don't
you for
put
being
credit for me on here.
on.
That's unknown. Yeah, we'll just say OG. Just put OG was on. Or maybe I should have just left it saying Parachum.
Oh, you
Totally
should
messed up. I
have.
should have done that.
You should have said.
Yeah.
Well, Parachum, I want to thank you very much for joining us today. So tell us, I mean, you guys are very interesting podcasts, and we
thank
come in
you.
and have fun, but it's nothing like you guys do. You guys really have a good relationship, I think, when it comes to your lives and your episodes.
We
um,
don't-
No,
This was
tell us
pretty
a
much
little
one
bit.
of my episodes. This was totally my Chumming with the Spirits type episode.
So tell us about Chumming with the Spirits. Tell us who's on your team, and
Oh, goodness.
and tell us a little bit about you.
So I'm JD with Chumming with the Spirits. We have OG.
I thought we were going with Parachum.
Oh yeah, I'm Parachum. We have OG and JD, two wonderful guys. Parachum's the one that started the cult. I mean podcast.
I don't even know what's going on anymore.
I don't know either.
But we're actually going to go visit some friends at a Paracon this coming weekend in Independence, Missouri. Penn
Ooh.
Paranormal, Ashley, or I'm trying to think who was all going to. There's Stephanie that owns a McIntyre Villa, Tori that owns Sleeper Mortuary is going to be there. Penn Paranormal, Let's Go Ghouls, and I think a couple other groups are going to be there. It's being put on by Epic Events of Mike and Sam. But at least me and Parachum, Parachum and I. Yeah,
You and
but
yourself,
yeah. So we're going to be that this weekend, October 4th. We're going to Ohio, which is Ada, Ohio Bigfoot Jamboree 2, which we're hoping to see at least one, if not two, if somebody can break up a wedding.
Ah, someone's being called
Just for
out.
the audience's knowledge, it's not my own wedding that I'm breaking up because I would have done it already for them.
Jeez. And I do hope I can join you in Ohio for that. I really do.
I really hope so.
I'm
It's
planning on. I
about-
think it'd be a lot of fun. Any audience members would love to go to the Bigfoot. What's it called? Bigfoot Jamboree.
Yep, Bigfoot Jamboree 2.
I love
think
it.
they're actually doing it'll be the first time they're going to do a Bigfoot calling contest. There's food. There's vendors. Yeah. Yep.
I don't know what it sounds like. Am I close?
You're close.
Am I really?
Yeah.
I should join.
And then it's put on by
That's
Cryptids
what
of the
on the
Corn.
TikTok. That's on the TikTok.
No.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Cryptids of the Corn is putting it on. Drunken Cryptids.
Good people.
Matt
Drunken
yes.
Cryptids, good people. Matt's
Yep.
a good guy. I like him.
John Methenkamp, also known as John Fike, he popped in. The Myth Monsters and Mullets. He's going to be there. We have Nevermore
That's
Hollows.
an awesome name by Myth.
Monsters and Mullets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's going to be on our show on Sunday. And
Yes,
we're
Yeah, you
gonna
guys are
do-
doing a collab.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're doing a program Sunday
We've
with
done
him.
we've done one. I'm hoping we had some audio issues, but
Yeah,
my
so do we.
Marketing, my the marketing person thinks she got the audio fixed enough that
She's awesome. Your marketing person. I
Yeah,
gotta still
yeah.
contact her. She's listening. I will be reaching out, but she really is just like you guys, a fantastic human.
she is. And so there'll be a JD's Chum Bucket coming out of me and John.
Chum bucket, JD's chum bucket. I love that.
Yeah,
That's a
it
T-shirt
was. Yeah, so
and a cartoon, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. So we just ad-libbed for 3 hours. There's probably about an hour worth of stuff we can actually do, but we had a great time. John he's a hilarious guy. You will enjoy talking with him. Yeah, I speak volumes for him, Matt, Jay and Justin. Nevermore Hollows is the one that I
Nevermore
really like.
Hollows. That's a cool name too, by the way.
It is. That's.
I mean, it's no
that is-
Darkwoods Paranormal, but it is what it is.
No.
You know what I mean? It was taken,
But,
so they had to come up with something else.
Yeah. So that's Alan and Chris. Chris
Yeah.
Growings also does Black Sheep Studio. Phenomenal
Good,
artist.
good people. Good
yes.
people.
But you got to meet them in person. They are great
Yep.
storytellers.
Yep.
And then I believe Cryptid Paranormal, Brian Goddard's going to be there. He's just up the road.
Another good human.
Yep. So, and then who knows who else is going to show up. That's why this is an amazing.
Gabriel from
networking
Darkwoods Paranormal.
Paranormal.
Yeah. But
You
Raven
know.
Knight will not be here. She will be chasing the dollar. It's fine. It's fine.
There could be
I have
dollars
a
there.
podcast to support.
It is a money bucket, so I agree with you.
It is a
100%.
money bucket. Listen, I only
gotta
have
get a new
this
mic.
close to this
Yeah, she
podcast.
does.
You know what I mean? What?
Yes.
You got to get a new mic. It's
Yes.
getting expensive.
It is. Like your mics suck. Love it. Anyways,
Not my mic.
so tell us a little bit about the rest of people on your podcast. I know you have
We have OG.
OG and Pear Chum.
and Chum.
Yes.
So Pear Chum is a artist, author, investigator.
Dangerous eater.
Dangerous eater.
Yes.
The eye candy of the podcast.
Absolutely. So, we made the mistake of having you guys with us in Elmwood, and I was hoping people would recognize me. They all wanted Pear Chum.
He got recognized at the Salad House by the pizza delivery guy.
Yes, he did. And that's how you know you made it. When the pizza
Yes.
delivery guy recognizes, listen, there is no higher limit than that.
Yeah. He made it before all the rest of us. And then we have OG, who's done paranormal investigations.
The
for a
arms
long
of the
time.
god is what I call him.
Yep.
Because he's got. Have you seen this man?
Yeah.
He's like a rock. He's like
I would-
popping people's heads with his muscles and stuff. I love him.
I just laugh because I don't think most people realize how big we are. I'm the small one. I'm 6 foot 260. OG is 6'2". I think he's 250, and then Parachum's 6'5" if he stands upright.
Right.
He's 400. The only one that I've Ryan Goddard's 6'8".
Wow.
He is a cryptid. And when he talked about his Bigfoot encounter, when it stood up and he said it just kept going up, I'm like, holy cow! He goes, you give a different perspective when you're 6'8" and something's taller than you.
Right.
Oh,
Well,
Yeah.
we're on the opposite of the scale. We have one of the shortest podcasters here. Raven Knight is 3'2", something like that. I don't know what it is. But
I'm
sweet,
5'2",
but
thank you.
but the great thing is she is a very lovely leprechaun. So,
I think she's taller than a leprechaun. I think that's like Hobbit range.
Hobbit. Oh, I'm
going on
calling
an
you.
adventure.
I am calling you a hobbit, redheaded hobbit. I love that.
I'll
I
take
love
it.
that. So I'm
it.
sorry,
What-
JD. So
No,
you
but
guys are
what-
great.
What are you guys getting ready to do? What's on your big playlist coming up?
Well, we are going to Eureka Springs on October 24th for our 1-year anniversary as a podcast, Darkwoods Paranormal. We launched our podcast in Eureka Springs. It's a great family event in Arkansas. I was actually amazed by the different generations, different age groups that are there, and just the family community that goes together. So I was expecting something different from a zombie crawl, and I was literally amazed by the friendliness, and this little town really goes all out to make sure everybody's comfortable. I would say close to 3,000 people descend on this little tiny town.
Oh wow!
You can't even walk anywhere. If you have to pee, you got to hold it because there ain't a bathroom available.
Oh,
But
or food.
But we see no fights. Everybody was, you bump into somebody like, oh, I'm sorry. And like, oh, no, it's cool. You know, it really was an amazing event. So if anybody has that time available, it really is an event to see.
That is definitely going to have to be put on my bucket list for next year. Aren't you doing something on November 15th?
November 15th. Raven, are we doing anything on November 15th?
Yeah, we are.
Is it,
Indeed.
are we worshiping something? What's going on?
No, Parrot Chum is jumping out of a cake.
Yes. Yes. Oh my God.
Still
No,
doesn't think
JD,
it's
how can we
it's
make this
happening.
happen, man? I mean that. Raven needs
Happening.
this. Listen, we all need a little eye candy in our life, and Pear Chum is eye candy. So we need to.
We got to
We-
get that figured out.
We do. We need to get truckloads of frosting, not
Yes.
because the man is big, but because the man is that important. We got to make sure we protect him, just in case he jumps out and he falls down. We want to make sure it's a soft cushion.
Well, then we got to protect him from the Beast of Bray Road with all that frosting on him. He'd probably
And
be
all the women trying to swarm this man. I don't know how does he even make it through life without being mauled. Is my question.
wears a lot of hoodies.
Still wears a COVID mask just
Yeah,
so he can
yeah.
go out and live a regular life.
It's
Tough man,
such a
tough
rough
gig.
life for him. I mean,
It
it's
is.
So yeah,
But
November
well,
15th, Beast of
yeah.
Bray Road.
yes, in Wisconsin. Yes.
Boosterbeck
More excited about
Brewery.
the pretzels, but it's fine.
Booster Brick Brewery.
Doosterbeck, yeah.
Dooster. What did I say? Brewster Brick?
Doosterbeck. They're on Facebook, but definitely check
Doosterbeck.
them out. They have I need to reach out to them.
Tell them I
they
said
don't
hi.
have, yeah. And make sure they're going to be okay with us doing another live broadcast from there.
Oh, they will.
Love to do it.
Yeah, they have
It's a special
they should
time
be-
of year, actually. It really is.
It's
It
cool.
is,
It's not
they get to
super
hang with
hot.
their friends.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they get
Maybe
to jump
this
out of a
time-
birthday cake.
Yeah, maybe we'll actually see the beast this time.
Ooh.
I can be the beast. I can.
You are probably the less intimidating person I've ever met. You're like, I will fight
What?
you as you look up on your tippy toes. Oh, I will fight
I will
you.
climb. I'm
Yeah.
climb.
Yeah. I will
I
kick
just-
you in your
After-
ankles.
After
My
5
vocals
seltzers,
pretty
we'll
good.
see where she's at.
What?
5 seltzers. They have wonderful seltzers, alcoholic seltzers.
I love that.
Beer.
Fashions, but all right. So,
I just don't know if an Uber goes all the way out there.
Uber. I find for the almighty dollar, people go anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
and he's a cult leader. That's why.
Yes.
Yeah.
Me or Pear Chum?
No, you are.
Oh,
the
I like that.
almighty dollar people go anywhere. We're literally just talking about the dangers of this. And he's like, listen.
Listen, if you'd like to join my cult, please contact darkwoodsparanormal.com in care of Gabriel. And
The app
we
will be
hope-
out shortly.
with the suspenders. I love that.
Yeah.
We will meet in the darkest corner of the smallest library in town. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So I don't know. So, anyways, JD, we you guys put out really good stuff. What are you guys up to now when it comes to social media?
So we're a little over 22,000 on YouTube.
Uh-huh.
I believe TikTok we're around 3,500.
That's amazing,
Sorry,
man.
3,500, and then Facebook we're just under 1,000 on the Facebook page.
And how old are you guys?
Well, that's
About a year, a little.
a year and
The podcast.
a year. The podcast is a year and a half.
You're
So
like,
we're-
I am 15.
Yeah, I'm 15. I'm probably pushing 12, for humor wise.
I'm 12 and a half. I just started cutting hair. It's fine.
But yeah, we're relaunching the campaign. We're trying to get more social outreach on Facebook and all the platforms. We're trying to do more to the greater Kansas City area. We realize that we a year and a half in, and a lot of people don't realize that we're in Kansas City. So that's what we're trying to do. And we're always wanting to do collaborations with wonderful people like you guys.
Oh, thank
Anywhere
you.
we can help out. We love events. Talking about trying to figure that out for 2026. We'll see you
Absolutely.
guys in February, right? End of
Oh yeah,
February.
we will be going to the Kansas City Paracon, right?
It's the Missouri Paracon.
Missouri Paracon. It's where we first met you guys. And that was, it's a great casino. I believe we saw, what band did we see there, Rave? Do you remember?
KCDC.
KCDC. That was a lot of
KCDC.
fun. They're really a lot of fun. Anybody ever gets a chance to listen to KCDC?
I need to look that up again because I think I'm gonna probably just get a hotel room there.
Right.
Just make it easier. Did you guys do an Airbnb in the area?
We did last time. Depending on where you guys are staying, maybe we'll work out logistics. So we have a little bit more together time.
Well, we'll talk about that in Ohio.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, that made me sound so feminine. I'm so sorry.
Some together time.
Yeah. No, wait, listen. For the
Big
record,
spoon.
it's so I could take you guys out to breakfast, and it's not really a big deal. It's just right down the block. That's what I was referring to.
Yeah.
I feed you, you feed me. It's great. It's all fun.
Give you piggyback rides. It's
Right.
all fun.
We let Pear Chum to order for us. We're like, oh, that's what we wanted.
Well, hopefully.
Once again, I
Traveler
apologize
moves.
for today's broadcast.
Yeah. Well, there should be the same group of people coming in.
Yeah.
Actually, I think there's a couple more podcasters that are from Missouri are going to be there. It should be interesting. But please let me know of any newer events besides the zombie, and we'll be talking soon. Hopefully.
And I'm sorry we won't be able to see you unless you get a chance to do it in Eureka Springs. You guys are a great group of people. Really decent humans. You guys are entertaining. You have great chemistry. We really do enjoy watching you, and I'm sure people that listen to us will definitely love watching you guys as well, because
Might as well pose the question to the thousands of people watching this live.
yeah,
maybe-
3,476 actually.
Would people be interested in a 3-day weekend in New Orleans with Chumming with the Spirits and Dark Woods Paranormal in 2026?
Yeah, done. Oh,
Yeah.
I typed yes.
That's
real quick
good
and
enough for
somebody
me.
beat me to it.
Yeah.
Yes. I would love that. Actually, I want to make the travel to Transylvania with all of us. I think that'd be fun.
That would amazing.
Go
But
overseas.
We got to get everybody's
This is
passports
why I gotta
updated.
shoot the weddings. Okay?
I don't have a
This is why I gotta
passport,
shoot
so
the
we'll talk about that, and we'll all get
don't either.
passports, and we'll figure out
That
the
may
dates
take
or whatever,
us
so we can
forming
afford
a
it.
cult to have enough money to do that.
Listen, I'm all
Actually,
about
it's
branding
cheaper.
people. It's fine. It's no big deal.
No, it's cheaper. It's cheaper to travel in Transylvania. It's
Yeah,
actually
it was
cheaper
only
to
like
fly.
under $1,000. It really was amazing.
No,
yeah.
it was like less.
And a
to fly
kidney?
to Pennsylvania, but
Well, yes, I
And
mean
kidney.
they do cut you up and take a kidney, but we have 2 of them. It's fine. It's no big deal.
Yeah, that's right.
why?
I think Patsy's saying she's down for New Orleans.
Oh, she's invited. Absolutely, enjoy
Yeah.
us.
That's what I was thinking. Was like we get a group of 10 guests with us, because we got to figure out the number right. Because one podcaster per 2 guests, so we don't lose people. That's all we need is podcasting true crimes in New Orleans. How do you? Take
And then
a
we
group of
become
10
the true
people?
crimes. Oh,
Yeah.
we could report on
Is
ourselves
that
and
another,
we're
is
missing.
that
I
another
love
call out
that.
to me?
Yeah.
No, I have no idea what you're talking about, Raven.
Where's Caleb?
But, well, luckily in New Orleans, there's not many basements because it floods.
Everything's above ground.
You're safe.
How's
That's like the perfect place for you. You're safe there.
how's the Bigfoot country in New Orleans? Because remember, ravens actually kept their bait.
Well, I think it's the Rougarou. It's the it's I don't know what that was. There's that big beat eater, like a Big Mac. Just
Yes.
But they have werewolves, and then abductions by vampires. So
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
all
I
about
mean-
the abduction by vampires. I remember interviewing with a vampire,
Vampires.
and I was like, I'm there. I
I
want to do
loved
that.
Interview with the Vampire. I
Yeah.
walked down that same street that they filmed that.
Well, Kelly's in, so we have to do it. So I was just reading all our comments. I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Done. Well, I want to thank you. I want to thank you very much for your time. I want to thank our audience for putting up with this nonsense. I hope that we make your evening a little bit nicer. And once again, I always love having you on, man. You're a wealth of knowledge. You're a good human, and thank you very much. So
I
the
greatly
story
appreciate
of well, thank you. The story of Nexium is not only of ghosts, but it's haunted by men and women who sought empowerment. We found chains. What chills me the most is that no one sets out to join a cult. They seek growth, belonging, and meaning. This is the danger, I think, because hunger for belonging can be twisted into obedience. Once again, I'm Gabriel Von Graves. To my left, depending on your eyeball situation, is Raven Knight. And our guest, once again, is JD from Chumming of the Spirits. This has been True Crime Thursdays with Darkwoods Paranormal. Once again, we go far off the rails. We love it that way. Until next time, stay aware, stay curious, and most of all, my friends, do stay safe out there. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
have a good night.
Thank you.